Hi, Dark Whispers here. Today we'll be looking at a slasher supernatural horror teen movie called Tarot. Spoilers ahead, so sit back and don't let anything sneak up on you. The movie opens up with a group of 7 college friends: Hailey, Grant, Paxton, Paige, Madeline, Lucas, and Elise, heading to a creepy old mansion in the middle of nowhere to celebrate Elise's birthday. Now, logically, most people would book a nice Airbnb, maybe go to a club, or just have a movie night. But nope, these guys picked the isolated horror movie murder house package. Tensions are already high because Hailey and Grant used to date, and nothing spices up a vacation like awkward ex-drama. But the group tries to have fun, exploring the house until they stumble upon an old, dusty tarot deck in the basement. And instead of saying, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't mess with the clearly cursed object we found in a dark basement," they decide to do readings for fun. Classic horror movie logic. Each person pulls a card. Elise gets the High Priestess, which sounds fancy, but will turn out to be anything but. Lucas pulls the Hermit, which is ironic because he's actually the most social. Madeline gets the Hangman, which is exactly as bad as it sounds. Paige picks the Magician, and let's be honest, it doesn't mean she's pulling rabbits out of hats. Paxton draws the Fool, which kind of fits since he was the first to suggest playing with the creepy cards. Grant gets the Devil, which is what most of his exes probably call him anyway. Hailey draws Death, which, contrary to popular belief, doesn't always mean actual death. Except in this case, it totally does. The next day, they head back to campus, but one by one, they start dying in ways that match their tarot cards. Elise is the first to go. She hears creepy whispers leading her to the attic, where a monstrous version of the High Priestess pops up and, well, let's just say Elise won't be needing another birthday party. Next up, Lucas meets his fate at a train station, chased down by the Hermit, who clearly doesn't respect personal space. At this point, the group starts realizing that maybe, just maybe, messing with the cursed deck wasn't such a great idea. Terrified, they track down Alma Astrom, a tarot expert they find online. Because when you're cursed, the best plan is obviously to Google how to stop a demon. Alma tells them the deck belonged to an astrologer from 1798 who, after a tragic event with a Hungarian count, cursed the cards to bring death to anyone who used them. Basically, this whole thing is a historical revenge story. Alma also reveals she had friends who died because of the deck. You'd think after all that trauma, she'd have a safer job, like knitting or tax accounting. Now fully panicked, the group tries to destroy the deck, but on their way back to the mansion, their car breaks down on a bridge. Because of course it does. In the chaos, Madeline runs off and is met by the Hangman, which takes its name way too literally. Then Paxton, overwhelmed with fear, heads back to campus, hoping that ignoring the problem will make it go away. Spoiler, it doesn't. The Fool comes for him in an elevator, and that's the end of Paxton. Meanwhile, Hailey, Grant, and Paige make it back to the mansion and try to burn the cards. But surprise, the cards don't burn. Alma shows up to help, attempting a ritual to summon the spirit of the original astrologer. But instead of helping, the spirit decides to reverse Uno card the ritual, turning it against Alma and killing her. Paige is next, getting lured into the basement by the Magician, who definitely isn't there to perform a fun card trick. Now it's down to Hailey and Grant, who, despite their messy breakup, have to work together if they want to survive. In a last-ditch effort, Hailey performs one final tarot reading on the astrologer's spirit. She pulls the death card again, which, instead of killing her, finally releases the spirit, breaking the curse. Looks like death wasn't the worst card after all. With the nightmare over, Hailey and Grant make up, and they reunite with Paxton, who somehow survived. No idea how, but hey, we'll take the happy ending. And that's the story of why you should never mess with old tarot cards in creepy basements. Lesson learned. Next time, just play Uno. If you have enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.